Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Bumcrack. Good morning, Tactical Z. Good morning, Silver Hair Stacker. How are you today, Todd?
It'd be all right if I could see myself on the show. What's going on?
I got you in the show.
That's weird.
I see you on.
I see myself on YouTube side, but I don't. It's weird. Oh well, I don't have to look at me.
All you can see is your hand anyway.
That's weird. You can see me on EvMux.
Yeah,
You can see me on YouTube, but I can't see me on EvMux. That's weird.
I don't. I don't know.
Why don't you take me off and put me back on? Nope, still black. What the heck?
Maybe you need to exit and come back in. I don't know.
Okay, be right back.
Shut up, lag. Good morning, Major Win. Why Todd's going out and coming back in? We're having technical difficulty. Okay. Good morning, lag. Good morning, Tactical Z again. Good morning, Vintage Memories. Good morning, Major Win. Good morning, Todd. Can you see yourself now?
Nope, it's all right.
I can see you in the chat. I can see you in YouTube's.
Yep.
Good morning, Ping. You California crowd. Oh, man. It's 6 o'clock in the morning there. And y'all are out and about jumping on people's shows. So,
Hmm.
Todd, I hear you had an adventuresome day yesterday, or was it yesterday or Saturday when you had? Yeah, it was yesterday when you picked up your auction finds.
Yeah, everything was going fine till I shredded a tire. That's what I get for. I think I put that tire on in 1984. Uh, no, the truck isn't that old. Let's see. I don't know. That tire is probably 2014, 15. And hey, Ping.
Good morning, Pink.
So anyway, I
Good
blew
morning.
out my tire, and
All right.
Was it dry rotted, Todd?
I I don't know. It just truck started shaking real bad, and I'm about 15 miles from the nearest town. And then it progressively got worse, and then chunks of rubber started busting off and hitting the bottom of the pickup. And I made it to a parking lot of a car wash. So I pulled in there so I wouldn't have to sit on the side of the road and block traffic.
Right.
So I started changing the tire, and oh, a young detective. He was in an unmarked cop car. Pulled up and said, "You need a hand?" I said, "Sure." And then another guy about my age pulled up and said, "Hey, you need a hand?" I said, "Sure." And the old guy, he had a one of those garage
Floor jacks.
floor jacks, so I didn't. And he had a battery operated lug nut, uh,
Right.
what do you wrench,
Right.
and like, all right, good, we're good to go. And then we tried to take the spare out from under the pickup. You know, it's on one of those cable things.
Right.
And we worked and we worked and we worked and we were about to thinking about cutting the cable, and eventually, about an hour and a half into trying to get that spare tire down, we were all about to give up, and the detective said, I just looked up on Google's. Some some cars and pickups have a an attachment. It's a key that prevents theft, and you have to put it on the end of the pole that you stick in the hole, to lower
Right.
the tire. And it's kind of a tubular piece of metal about 2.5 inches long. He said, "Do you have one of those? Do you have one of those keys that unlock? Do you have an unlock? Is your spare tire one of those that locks?" I said, "I don't know. I've never taken the spare tire off. I've owned the pickup about 8 years." And I looked down in the glove box. Sure enough, there in a little Ziploc bag is that silver key that you stick on the end of the pole to shove down into the. And bam, we were in business. But I swear, we sat there and worked for an hour and a half in 96-degree heat trying to get that spare tire to drop down. Anyway, Lag plays the detective on holidays. Yeah, that was you, Lag? His name is Land. I said, like an acre? He said, yeah, Land. Well, thank you, Land. And Mark was the other guy. I gave them both I had a couple of gift cards to Subway, and neither one of them would take it from me, and then, until I forced it on them. A couple of $10 gift cards. I said, thank you. You know how much money they saved me by helping me out.
Yeah.
And I couldn't have gone to a tire shop because what was yesterday? Memorial Day. And you wouldn't be able to buy a tire except maybe at Walmart. We didn't, but the nearest Walmart was like quite a ways.
I went to high school with a guy whose name was Landmark, and everybody called him Mark. Landmark was his mother's maiden name, so his name was Landmark Hovis.
Nice.
I don't know anybody that ever called him Land or Landmark, except when he was in trouble with his mother or grandmother.
Sadie, I mean, I don't know why I didn't call you. I don't know. He probably knew. He probably knew there was a key to it
I
because
hate both.
that I've never had a car that had a key to the. You stick the bar through the hole. Where'd Ping go?
I don't know. Um,
Lag could have helped, but he was in my pool at the time.
okay.
But
I used to have a Mercury Mountaineer, and you had to crank. You There was a slot. I think I'm pretty sure it was like this the license tag flipped down, and there was a slot that you had to run your like your jack handle into, and
right,
you cranked your tire down.
right. Well, this is like that. There was a hole in the bumper, and you stick the rod down through there and just uncrank that spare tire, and sure enough, without that key, you're not getting that tire out from under your pickup.
The I right the Mountaineer
I
was a
have I have lowered a spare tire on a pickup and Suburbans and other cars,
right.
but it never had to have a key. It just worked off the end of the pole.
I the Mountaineer was a company vehicle, and it was like brand new. Well, it was brand new to us. It was, it had like 20,000 miles on it or something like that. Anyway, Um, I had a flat tire on 485. I had Sasha. I mean, I had Sergey in the back seat, and he was a baby, a couple years old. And I went to check. I jumped out because he was had a doctor's appointment. So he was. I had to jump out and started changing the tire, and it didn't have a damn jack.
Oops.
So I called AAA and they were going to send somebody out. And I called Roberta, and she called the doctor's office and canceled the appointment. And then she came on over because I had Sergey, and it was hot as all get out. So she came by and got him. But once the good morning, Maggie. Good morning, Craig. I didn't say that a while ago. Once the AAA got there, he had it changed in no time because they've got that all that pneumatic stuff on it. And the next morning when I got to the office, I called the dealership because it was a small dealership, and the owner of the company actually sold us the vehicle. I called him and I said, "You know that Mountaineer you sold us? I don't have a jack." And he says, "Oh, I'll have to get you one." I said, "Well, that's a good thing. I do need one, but I don't. I had a flat yesterday and had to call AAA to come change the tire because I didn't have a jack." So anyway, he ended up sending me a. He probably sent somebody to the Kmart and got me one of those little floor jacks, like you were talking about, like they use in automobile shops. And
Mm.
good morning, Mike. Good morning, Texas. Um, and I've kept one in the car all the time. So since then, because they're just so handy dandy, and you don't have to worry about it chipping over with you and whatnot. But I'm glad you were by yourself. Gwen wasn't with you.
No, it's just me. I
'Cause she had Ubered home.
went to the auction house and picked up my load of stuff, and but halfway home that tire started shaking. I thought I thought originally I just broke a suspension or a shock absorber or tie rod or something
Right.
because the pickles just
Dang.
and I moped it on into the next town and got parked in a I was going to a tire shop and I didn't realize it at the time. I mean, I knew it was Memorial Day, but I'm glad
Who
I
takes
didn't
that
make
off
it to the
anymore?
tire shop now. But I got stopped soon enough. I didn't hurt the rim any, so
Right.
that's good.
Um. Yeah. That's a good price, Texas. But you know what? You're right. They don't. They put it an inflator in the cars now, and like Todd, messed up that tire pretty badly. That inflator probably wouldn't have done very much good.
No, it was the tire was shredded. I mean, it was done.
So if you buy a new car, make sure you have a tire, spare tire, and if not, go to a discount tire and have them order you one with a rim. And I say discount tire, that's who we use. Yeah, that's what I said, Mr. Sadie. Gwen would have just Ubered home, and she left Todd on the side of the road.
There you go.
Uh,
So, but anyway,
Well, my last vehicle had a one of those little tires
right?
that you can only go so many miles,
right?
but if you're far from wherever, you're going to have to drive it longer than that. So anyway, but I have no idea what this car has. I suspect it has the same thing, you know.
You better check and see to make sure you got a spare tire, period.
Well, I bought 4 new tires back in October. So I'm figuring I should be okay. I guess unless I get a nail in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or you going down the road and you hit something and it rips the wall of your tire. That's not, that's pretty bad too. But you need to make sure you got a spare.
mhm.
Um,
Shut up, Sadie.
what did he say? Uh,
Uh, he's evil.
but it's funny. I mean, well, my niece and her husband had a Chrysler minivan, whatever they're called. I mean, she had a top of the line one, and they had a flat tire at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and didn't have a spare tire. So she called her father, who was house was not too far away. They'd been to some function in town. Anyway, he got up and went to her and looked at the size tire that they had, and then went back to his office and got a spare tire off one of the vehicles and put on it to get her back to their house so they could deal with it the next day. So yeah, that's your helpful hit for the day. If you're not absolutely positively 100%, and if you're old like me and Todd, you want to go check anyway, make sure you got a spare tire in your car.
Well, I don't drive far anymore. So I'm basically in the city or one nearby, and I have AAA. So,
AAA just takes so long to get to you anymore, though. Um, and Todd, I want to apologize for sleeping through your show yesterday. Uh, we got Roberta was off yesterday, so we just laid. I mean, I was up. Well, I got up. Went and got me a cup of coffee, made some coffee, sat in my chair, was drinking my coffee. The cat came and got in my lap because I had my blanket over my legs, and I went back to sleep. And the next thing I knew, it was after 10 o'clock.
It's okay. We had Beard and Jake, and who else did we have yesterday?
Well, good,
We had a good show. I thought it
good,
was good.
good.
Side chat probably goes, eh.
Um, Ping,
mm-hmm.
how's things with you since you've
Oh,
been sitting there quietly, nicely?
things are fine. I had a
Good.
tooth pulled on Friday.
A tooth pulled.
Yeah, one of my canines.
Hmm.
The doctor said was infected at the root, and so she said the only thing to do was to pull it out.
Uh,
Mm.
But the surprising thing is, I remember when I was really young and they were pulling out teeth, and it was a big ordeal and it hurt and all of that. But as I get older and losing teeth, each one seems to be a lot easier to pull out and not hurt all that much. So she had told me about putting ice on, 20 minutes off, 20 minutes off, on, off, whatever. Anyway, I instead of that, I used a gel pack that was cold, but not
Right.
frozen. And I didn't have to use that for very long, and I did not have to use the gauze for very much because it did stop bleeding, and it didn't hurt at all. It didn't ache, but I still
uh,
only drank soup Friday and Saturday.
Right.
So, and now
uh,
I'm back to regular food.
No, it's just because you're older and Ping, and
so
your
are you gonna
threshold
get
for discomfort is higher. What?
one of those replacement teeth that they drill into your bone and
That's
screw it in?
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's over $1,000 per tooth.
Oh
Now
well,
she
you're worth it.
ah no, she mentioned that a while back, and she also mentioned about getting a partial. That's when you got your false teeth and you or little pieces of it and clip it into your mouth.
Right.
Right.
Well, I don't know how much that cost, but I was resisting it but I don't have any opposing molars. So therefore it's hard for me to chew.
Right.
So I have to do everything with my front teeth.
Mm.
Chew, tear, everything. So, but so far I'm dealing with it.
Good.
So she
Good.
says that if it looks too bad because when you smile, I don't really smile that big, but if I did, you can see where it's missing because it's the canine on this side. You know,
Yep.
there's a gap there. But
The well, I'm glad you recovered from it.
yeah.
Did you how was your sales over the weekend?
Oh, terrible! I sold one thing, which I'm going to mail out today, which is this. Oh, that's not working. Anyway, it is. Let me what they see what they called it. A scrapbooking kit. It includes double-sided design paper sheets, a character art, borders, stickers, paper frames. And I bought this years ago from Disney. Original cost was $15. That's it.
Hmm.
I sold a how to play banjo book.
Mm.
I should pay it sold yesterday and
Did they go to an address in Missouri close to Sadie's house?
no, it is actually going to Arizona. I mean,
Uh,
it's like a student one banjo book. Um, I stuck it in the envelope last night, put it in the mailbox. That was it.
Lag is learning banjo. He didn't live in Arizona, but
Do you play any string instruments, Todd?
no, I could have. I mean, I know I read music and I know music, but
Right,
I I never could just sit down and practice it day by day. You're supposed to spend like 20, 30 minutes a day practicing.
right.
And I never ever got, I mean, while I was teaching, I was busy. While, doing eBay, I'm busy. I've got a guitar or two, but I never really, I know what to do and how to do it. I just got to sit down and practice. And I don't know. I got other things to do, kind of deal.
I hated practicing. When I was a kid and I took piano lessons, my dad. I mean, I took lessons for a while and then I quit. And then I took lessons again, and my teacher quit because she said I just was not into it. My dad should have beat my ass and told me to sit on that piano stool and here's a box of Kleenexes. Cry while you're practicing.
Well, let me tell you, my son in junior high decided he wanted to take up an instrument. So he took up the clarinet and he played it junior high, high school. And in high school, he joined the marching band. And I think from clarinet, he went to saxophone.
Yeah,
Anyway, then in college, he still got together with some of his friends and they had I think he told me it was a jazz band
yeah.
they were
Hmm.
in. I don't know if he still does that. He just surprises me. He's
Uh,
he's 45 years old now. So,
yeah, most people like the bass clarinet and the bassoon and the oboe. Let's see, no, the oboe player came from. She came from a flute. The bassoon came from clarinets. But what gets me is I've told the story before. The first year trumpet player in our class, in our high school band, he had been in so many competitions. His parents had paid for all these private lessons. At our spring concert, he would come out there and he looked like a daggum general. He had so many medals on his front of his jacket. And I spoke to him. I guess it's been a few years back, and I said, "When was the last time you played your trumpet?" He said, "When we finished the final note of our spring concert our senior year." Because we didn't the rest of the year they were prepping for the following, they were learning the music for the following year's football season.
Right,
and he said
technical, more cowbell.
and he said he
How
said that
far?
was the last time. And I said, what does your dad think about that? Because they spent a fortune on private lessons and things like that. He says he just, if somebody mentions a trumpet, like he has a nephew that plays the trumpet, actually plays his trumpet. Um, he says his father says we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. So he just avoids that whole session. And Tony's trumpet, he had some special trumpet. I mean, it wasn't special; it was a regular trumpet, but it was like a box Stradivarius or something like that. I mean, it was supposed to have been it was a very expensive trumpet, and but it just goes to show kids, you do all this stuff and then they get to an age and they just stop. I played the clarinet in the middle school with braces
Yeah,
on, hurt like a mother. I bet so.
you should have
Uh,
wimped out and used a softer reed, dude.
One of the other trumpet players, he got braces, uh, and he just totally lost his lip after he had his braces put on. He got braces because we were in uniform. We had performed for halftime, and then we had a few minutes before, to get a soda or whatnot. And two boys, we were standing in line, and two boys got into a fight. And somebody said, "Look out!" And he turned around, and the guy that was throwing a punch missed the guy that he was going to hit, and hit him in the mouth. They took him immediately to a a surgeon who put temporary braces on his teeth because his teeth were loose. I mean, it was a freaky situation. Had to go to court as a witness. And all I could say was, we were standing there waiting for our Cokes and our hot dogs, and next thing I know, he's on the ground.
Well,
But,
both kids had braces, and I think I don't know if he had them on when he started the clarinet, but no, I don't remember that at all. So maybe he was done with the braces before he went into junior high. But it's interesting, if you have braces, yeah, I would think it'd be hard to play a reed instrument.
um, Mr. Sadie, there is a YouTube channel called Dr. Sax Love. SAX Love. And it's just saxophone. He plays saxophone music. That's it. And it's really easy on the nerves. They played the what? What? Do you know what that is, Todd?
Perky net.
Oh, the perky. Okay, I'm with you
I
now.
think he was trying to say instead of clarinet, perky net, because Doug and Roe, they're the perky
Yeah.
channel.
Okay, I get it now. Uh,
Anyway,
so how was your sales over the weekend, Todd?
I slayed it.
Did you?
I got 22 orders going out for $800 worth of junk.
Oh,
I got some gullible buyers.
No, you got some knowledgeable buyers that were realizing they were getting a good deal on the items that they wanted to purchase.
And Perky McPerk Pants. That's right, with his Perkinet. Perk, for clarinet.
Todd, are you selling needs instead of wants?
Summer needs and summer wants.
Ah,
I've got here. I'll run the list here. Let's see.
see, all of my items that I sell are wants. They're not needs.
Well, let's see. So 2 pair of blue jeans to one person.
Oh,
I sold a silver plate uh, silverware set for $130.
oh,
It's in one of those wooden boxes.
Right?
I sold an Ertl diecast car. I'm about out of those.
Are you really?
I sold a sous vide cooking system. I sold a back to life massager.
Should have kept that.
I sold a shirt. I sold 2 packs of Schick Quattro blades. I sold 2 yard flags. I sold 2 Funko Pops. I sold a Lego Super Mario set. I sold a set of 6 candlesticks. I sold a Resident Evil game. I sold 3 more shirts. I sold 4 SpongeBob SquarePants nightlights to the same person. I sold a
They must be. They must be getting ready for the grandkids to come this summer. Go
super
ahead.
Super Scope 6 game cartridge. I sold sharpening stones. I sold a suede leather adult leader hose and suspenders. I sold a 10-carat white gold birthstone ring. Sold a Harry Potter Blu-ray lot. Yeah, just slayed it. I
Well, good.
sold $800 worth of crap to
yeah.
unsuspecting buyers.
Well, some are needs, some are wants.
Mm-hmm. Blue jeans are needs.
Yeah.
SpongeBob nightlights, that's kind of a need and a want. Anyway,
I've got a pile of Levi's I need to list. There's good money in them.
yeah,
I bought those from a liquidator over 20 years ago. And so, yeah, they're older than that. So,
They're new vintage.
mhm.
I have a cousin-in-law, I guess you'd call her. She's really into the artsy, crafty, crocheting, sewing thing, and she's been making comfort. She's been making comforters, blankets
Mm.
for the homeless out of old blue jeans, like quilts, and they look pretty cool. But that's what And now she says she's. People say, "Oh, you're doing that? Here's some blue jeans my kids have destroyed." Because she just cuts squares out of them and sews them together. No, new vintage is how I hope to be described. Okay, new vintage.
Mhm.
Major Window, if you're doing your show after this show, then don't forget to put your link in if you've set it up already. Good morning, Beth. I hope you're all situated in town. Got your power back on, enjoying the AC.
Well, my power went out yesterday. I was in the middle of John and Jenna's live, and all of a sudden, poof, the electricity went out.
man.
So I couldn't figure out what can I do. Okay, so I decided, well, I'll go take a nap. So I went in the bedroom. I turned on the light and I turned on the ace. The it's a fan.
Right.
So I turned that on. So I figured, okay, when the electricity comes on, one of the two should wake me up, the lights or the fan. Well, the fan never did go on, and I don't know why, because I thought I pushed the power button and all that. But the lights, I woke up and, oh, the lights were on. And that was after 5 o'clock. So I thought, oh, live's over, whatever. So anyway, it took a while to get the computer up and going, but it finally did. So that was how my yesterday went.
Yeah, if our power goes off, it's when it finally comes back on, in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m. in the morning, it just seems like everything in our house comes turning on. And clunking from things activating and whatnot. So it does wake you up. Oh, my nose is. Texas getting hammered with storms again.
Oh, yes.
Oh, wow. I'm vintage lag. Also, I'm OAF. Figure it out.
Old ass
Oh,
fart.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
I'm
close
older than
enough.
you are.
Pardon me?
I think I'm older than you are.
I'll be
Huh?
I'll be 67 this year, honey.
See? I'm older than you are.
I'll be 67 this year, Rosa.
Yeah, my next birthday, I'll be 77.
Wow, you don't look it. Um, Todd, are you getting all these storms and whatnot down there, or is that passing below you or above you?
Uh, we got a watch, but it's saying clear. I don't know. Right now it's clear, but we're supposed to be under some kind of watch. Anyway,
That's me, old and funky.
funky.
Play me some funky music, white boy. Okay, there was
I
my stuff.
I have about 3 storm watch feeds on my notification. So yeah, all those storms and tornadoes going up the Midwest,
Right.
and all we have down here are earthquakes once in a while.
Well, I don't want to sound ugly or anything, but better you than me.
Mm.
I'm just not. Uh, I was watching one of the guys I follow on YouTube is Japanese, and he was talking about that people just go nuts in California because he lives in California now. He says that they go nuts over a little shambles, little shaking. He said that's normal for Tokyo. There's
Mm-hmm.
always something going on.
Yeah. And most of the time, people don't feel it because it's like a 3.5 or something.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't
We,
usually last very long.
um, my brother, I have an older brother that'll be 72 this year. Storms went through Dallas. Um, get me all fired up today. I did something yesterday that I hadn't done in a long time. I went out and started weed eating and blowing the driveway and that kind of stuff. And only for it was about an hour and a half, and I was exhausted.
Mhm.
And I slept a lot better last night than I have been sleeping. So I'm thinking that I need to get some exercise. I need to do a little something outside. So every day I'm gonna do a little bit of work outside. So there you go. If you're not sleeping good, maybe you're not getting enough exercise.
Yeah, I need to exercise. The only exercise I get is on Thursdays now. We have at the Meals on Wheels. We have a live band that
Wow.
plays. They used to play twice a week, but they went down to once a week. So, and some of these locations uh, have special events, like the one in Fullerton, which is the city north of me.
Right?
They're having a what they call a senior prom next Thursday. So to have everybody get dressed up, they're going to have a live band. They're going to have a photo booth. Uh, what else was there? Oh, they were going to have a king and queen crowning of the senior prom. But I don't want to. I'm not going because it's at night, and I don't drive. So
I don't like driving at night.
no, my vision is getting poorer and poorer. So yeah, only during the daytime.
Even though the car, Roberta's car has those neon lights on them or
Hmm.
LED lights, whatever. They're really bright and really white.
Huh?
I really like
Really?
those. Hey, Gwen.
Mm.
I really so if I have to drive at night, I like
Yep.
driving her car because it really lights up
That's
the
weird.
road. Shh. Let's see what Gwen's fussing at Todd about.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's.
she she went out for a walk and she said, "Man, it got cool all of a sudden." I'm like, that's weird.
Mm.
It's not that cool. It's 76 right now.
Oh, it's
Mis-
warmer than here.
Mr. Sadie, are you serious? Oh goodness. You was the accident, Mr. Major Win.
Mm.
I went to school. I went with the school. His closest sibling was 19 years older than him.
Accidental perkiness.
Accidental perkiness. That's it.
Uh,
You prefer neon lights on Friday or Saturday night?
uh,
Lord have mercy.
at the honky tonk.
Yeah. What was it? What was that place down in Texas? They made the movie about it.
Billy
Oh,
Bob's, Texas?
yeah.
Or was it,
It was something Billy. What was it?
yeah. Sadie, your lock is different than mine. Do, 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 do.
Uh, that's going to irritate the hell out of me now.
Oh, yeah, Gillies.
Gillies, that's it. Thank you. Texas
They're,
Bandit. You can tell he's the clubber. Gillies, that's it.
they're both huge places. Yeah.
That was supposed to have been a really big place, wasn't it?
Is Gillies the one in Fort Worth at the stockyards? Or is that a different one? Maybe that's the Billy Bob's.
They have one of those mechanical horses, right? Or a mechanical
Bull.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band.
Have
Uh,
y'all ever seen the YouTube video where he's a little fella? I mean, little, maybe 5. He's in a chute, and he's sitting on the back of this big old bull, and the bull must have been old as the hills because they opened up the gate and the little boy's just kicking his feet and trying to get the bull to go, and the bull's like walks out and kind of walks across the ring and to where there's some hay piled up at the other end and just starts eating. It's
Well,
really cute.
he stayed on for 8. I bet he got a belt buckle.
Yeah, he probably did. The belt buckle was probably as big as his stomach was.
Yeah.
Um, so what all did you pick up yesterday?
Oh
Or,
gosh, I got
or
a bunch of stuff, man. I got a bunch of military goggles. Like these are Oakley.
right,
These are called Wiley. Uh, these are Oakley.
was that a
Uh,
was that like a government auction or something?
no, they're just right there at Fort Hood is just right down the street. Used to
Right.
be Fort Hood. These are called ESS. So anyway, I got a big lot of goggles and lenses. I bought a whole tote of these.
Lay down.
These are, you know that they call them camelbacks.
Right,
Oh.
They're there's like a pouch bladder of water you wear on your back,
right.
and then the tube goes up to your mouth. And each one of these packs is uh, the system for putting on the end of the tube. And there's different models, so this pack comes with all 4 different kinds of possibilities. But I got like 25 of these,
Ooh.
and they're worth they sell for $12 on eBay. Yeah, bite valve. They sell for $12 on eBay, free shipping. So 25 of them, and I'll probably net like $6 a piece. What's 25 times 6?
150? No.
Yeah. So I got
Yeah.
a whole tote of those. What else did I get? I got a pretty swanky camera. Hang on, let me.
Back in my younger days when we were snow skiing a lot, we had something similar to what Todd was just talking about. Only we had to keep it full of wine all the time. It get cold on those chairlifts to the top of the hill.
Mm,
And yeah, we have snow skiing in North Carolina. For those that don't know,
yeah.
Beach
When I lived
Mountain.
in San Francisco, we went to Lake Tahoe for skiing. We'd pack up on Friday night and drive up there, ski all day, Saturday, Sunday, drive back home. Yeah.
That's what we would do. We'd drive from Rock Hill to Boone, North Carolina, because Boone has Beach Mountain, Hawks Nest, Sugar Mountain
Mm.
resorts.
So I got a Sony A A300
Uh huh.
Wow.
with
Looks
not one
nice.
lens, not just 2 lenses,
Wow.
not just 3 lenses,
Jeez.
not just 4 lenses,
Whoa.
5. Count 5
My
lenses.
goodness.
It's a digital, the digital, right?
Yeah, A300.
Oh, A300. Yeah, A300. Yeah. Let's see. 149 or best offer. Wait a minute. Let's go here to advanced.
Yeah, I paid up like $80, but I got so many lenses, I'll probably make some on lenses too.
Here's one for $46 that was on bids, an auction.
It's got the battery and charger. Uh, it's got a card reader,
Whoa.
and it's got a 12-volt charger battery in your car.
So the previous owner just wanted to get out of taking pictures, huh?
And another battery. Hey, you never know why stuff comes up for auction, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the case alone looks like it sells for about, not the case, the body of it sells for around between 50 and $100.
Then I got a nice padded case that it came in.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna clean it up and use it when you go on your trip? Or you gonna sell that sucker?
I'm selling this one. The thing, with all the lenses, it weighs about 10 pounds in the bag. Anyway, what else did I get? I got about 5 duffel bags. I got
Thanks, Doug.
I got 2 siren amplifiers, in the cop cars.
Right.
And they're new in the box. So that's pretty good.
Do you sell the duffel bags pretty quickly, or are they kind of long haul, or what?
Yeah, I sell them $8 plus shipping. They are, there's so many of them out there. It's almost, almost saturated. But, yeah, they sell pretty quick, but you have to keep, you're not making much on each one, but, I can get so many of them at a time, it kind of makes it worthwhile. Oh, what else did I get? I got 2 kitchen faucets. One of them's real fancy. It's got the pull down spout, with the hose.
Right.
Anyway, what else did I get? Let me go look, see if there's
Okay.
something else interesting.
Now y'all know you can right click on Doug's link and tell it to open a new tab and go ahead and call it up. See, all you have to do is flip one tab to the other.
Oh, just stuff. I got a ton of stuff.
Yeah, you didn't have anything to list. You needed something. I'm so funny, I kill me.
You asshole. Yeah,
Well, I thought, what was it? One day last week you listed like 15 items and you had to take the rest of the day off or something.
yeah. Yeah, I've been listing some, so that part's good, but I've got a lot of stuff to list. The pile has not gone down any. Oh, I got a whole lot of NASCAR crap. Let's see. Let me bring the tote over. Ugh,
You know, I live in the
I'm sore.
NASCAR capital of the world, and I never sell anything NASCAR because the stuff that I bought just seems like it's set forever, unless somebody
Yeah,
dies. And if somebody dies, then everything you have with that person's name on it sells.
back when NASCAR was real popular, you could have sold this stuff, but they produce so much of it that
Yeah.
it's not just not worth all that much anymore. Let's see what all I got. But I got it cheap.
And I think it's the generation. I mean, and the way thing, well, case in point, um, what did
Like, here's a Mega Block set of who's the guy?
Orange,
Dale Jr.
right?
Let's see, and I'll just eBay the barcode.
Back way back when Hallmark started producing the Star Trek Christmas ornaments. The first year they did the 1701 classic, the original Starship, and they made a limited run of them, and they sold out. They sold out fast, and they were being sold on eBay and secondary collectible markets for like 300, 350 a piece. The
There's
next,
5 of these listed and 0 sold in the last 90 days.
Mm.
wow,
I mean, that's how it is, you know.
the next year they came out with the shuttle Galileo, and you can buy those for about $1.50 now if you in brand new in the box.
Let's see. Dale Earnhardt Jr. truck and trailer. Let's see if this is sold lately. It's called NASCAR Haulers.
I had a friend that used to collect the trucks.
And 0 have sold in the last 90 days.
Ooh.
That's just
Are there a
hilarious.
bunch listed?
Uh, no, not very many. Ugh.
Let me see that box again.
It's right there.
Mm.
Did you say he was Dale Jr.?
It's nice condition.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see face. Okay. Yeah, they're not selling for very much. The ones that have sold.
Yep. Let's see. What else did I get? Winner's Circle. This is stuff. But I got it cheap. I got all the NASCAR stuff for like $12. Here we got NASCAR Santa Claus. Looks like Bubba.
Ho ho ho!
Ho ho holy smoke! Left turn,
Yeah,
Clyde.
left turn.
Here we got a Dale Earnhardt Jr. National Guard replica helmet.
Okay. Was he their sponsor for? Or were they his sponsor for a while?
I don't know.
I don't know anything about racing
Neither.
except they go around in in a circle.
Round and round.
I
0 are listed.
Oh, that
Well,
might be a good thing.
and the battery is out. It's supposed to make some noise. So there's that. I don't know, just stuff.
I've never been to a race at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. I've been to Darlington for the Southern 500 when I was a kid, but now they have.
A Dale Earnhardt Jr. picture plaque.
Cool.
I guess you put your picture of your dog in there
Yeah, and he
with
wears
Dale
it on a
Earnhardt.
chest. But if you're inclined, they at Christmas time they have the something of lights, and they have the speedway all decorated on it, and you get to drive around the. You drive into the speedway through this area, and then you just circle around the speedway on the track, looking at the lights.
Mm.
No fast driving. You're still mad because they took your beer off of the cars, Mr.
Here's
Sadie.
here's a sticker sheet.
Your Michelob Ultra or whatever. Mick
So
Ultra.
you can peel off a sticker of Dale Earnhardt Jr. and stick it anywhere you want.
Is it magnetic or
No,
adhesive?
it's a sticker.
Oh, okay.
Stickers. You got little ones and big ones, and anyway, just stuff. You know, that's why I get so much stuff is because you buy a lot of stuff at the auction. It just comes with lots of stuff.
Have you?
Somebody paid good money for this crap back in the day.
Yeah. Do you?
A metal sign.
I had a neighbor one time who used to give me hell because I had Star Trek stuff, and I'm like, look here, look at the pot calling the kettle black. Your living room looks like
Decal.
the gift shop at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. More decals.
Another metal sign. Most of these are Dale Earnhardt Jr. Another metal sign. I wonder how much this crap cost at the track when you
A
visited.
lot.
Hmm.
A
Don't
lot.
any of them have the original price on them?
Uh, no.
No? Oh.
Bumper sticker.
I
Because
was at.
everybody wants to drive their Honda down the road with a Dale Earnhardt Jr. sticker on the back.
Have you? I don't. Probably not in California, but in North Carolina, you can drive up behind people, and they will have the back of their car like on the body of it, just covered in bumper stickers. It's like uh, a lot of them are political, and a lot of them are just free the whales,
Yeah.
breathe freely, that kind of stuff.
Or bumper sticker says, "Get off my ass. You're too
That's
close."
right.
If
I've
you're
always wanted to get something that says I
if you,
voted for Trump and I voted for Biden on them, and then just go in there and start sticking them on the back of these cars. Hell, they won't even notice.
so yeah, that's a Dale Earnhardt Jr. Santa Claus.
Is it just like a table ornament or is
It's
it
just
a
a
Christmas?
figurine. Yeah, you
Is it?
just sit it out.
That'd be cute on the Christmas tree. But if you're ever at Goodwill or one of the thrift stores and you see like any of the cruise lines, photo albums, or photo frames, or anything that has like cruise line names on them, be sure and check the price on them because I stopped in the Goodwill the day before yesterday because it's right beside the food line I shop in, and I just do a cursory look through, and this lady had a photo album that was still wrapped from a Royal Caribbean, and it had $1.99 price tag on it. And she was talking to a lady that was with her, and she said this thing was $59.99 on the ship. So
Yep.
check it out.
Yeah, there's 17 of these listed on eBay, and 0 have sold in the last 90 days.
Oh, goodness.
That's not a very good sell-through rate.
No. But maybe when it gets closer to Christmas, they'll get sold?
I don't know.
Put it
Uh,
on Facebook.
uh,
I'll make up a couple of lots of this stuff and see if it sells within the next 7 years. After that, I'll just donate it or something.
Yeah, Mr. Sadie. Yeah, some drunk bought it for his kid, but his kid never even wanted it. He wanted it.
mm,
But
Yep.
this swag stuff is expensive. Sasha likes going to concerts, and he buys these T-shirts that are like $50,
mm.
and I'm thinking to myself, $50,
Yep.
and that's supposed to be cheap.
I never bought anything at a concert that I went to. Everything's way too expensive.
All right, it's 10:05. I need to
Mm,
shut this horse down.
Is
yeah.
Major Win doing a show?
Yeah, he's already put the link in the group chat or in the chat. So
All right, I guess we'll go over there.
yeah, y'all go over there and hang out with him. And thank you, Todd, and thank you, Ping. I
Mm-hmm.
guess Scott, unless he's on the road this week, we're having a show tomorrow. See you back on Thursday, and see Todd on Friday. Ho
Nothing
ho
says
ho, Todd.
Christmas like Dale Earnhardt Jr. Santa. Get yours while they last.
That's right. If you got a NASCAR fan that you got to buy something for Christmas or Father's Day's coming up,
There
Todd
you
can
go.
hook you up.
There you go.
Y'all have a great day.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for coming in. Bye.
Bye. All right, heading over to Major Win.
All right.